How many of you ladies want to manifest your man? Yes, we want to manifest our man. So, this is a lesson on how to manifest your man. When I was ready to get married, I was a woman on a mission. I had a plan. I knew what I wanted, and I was going to get it. So, the first step you have to do is you have to get yourself ready. Ladies, you are the flower. You are the rose. You blossom and let the bee come and get your honey. Let the man know you're available. It's the first step. They need to know you're free. Number 2, you have to know what you want and be a little flexible. So in order to know what I want, I made a list. There's 21 things on my list. I put it on my bulletin board in my bedroom, so I had to look at it every day, and I'm going to share it with you. The first one, they must love their mother. Very important. If they don't love their mother, run. Number 2, they must be good communicators. If they grunt, they can't speak, move on, ladies. They have to have similar interests. That was what was important to me. They need to be available. Hello? I have a lot of my friends who are dating married men. I just don't know what's the matter with him. He's not available today. Married. Well, he lives in New York and I live in California and I never get to see him. Unavailable. Hello? Availability. Someone who has some self-confidence is important. Someone who's intelligent. A sense of humor, someone you can laugh with. Someone who's easygoing. Attractive to me. Doesn't have to be attractive to anybody else, but to you. What's attractive is different to everybody. The next is hardworking and ambitious. Individualistic. He has his own personality. He doesn't need me to hold his hand at a party. Very important. Can do his own thing. Also, not egocentric or macho. Those guys who someone takes their parking space and they say, I'm going to kick that guy's ass. No, we don't want that, do we, ladies? No. He likes himself in his life. He has to have a life of his own, so you can go and do your own thing once in a while, right? Flexible, not jealous or possessive. Between the age of 30 or 40, well, I was a little flexible on that one. Caring and affectionate, natural, not trying too hard to impress people. Sexually open. That doesn't mean I want to sleep with other girls. I just wanted to be open to trying new things, right? And then the last one was treat people with respect. So, one of the things that I do is I talk to a lot of women who want to find their man. And one of the things that they say to me is, if I don't have sex with him by the 3rd date, he's moving on. Ladies, make no sexy. How do you do that? You explain to them. It's not that I don't want to have sex with you. I love sex. It's just that now I want to wait for the right man. So then it gives them some incentive to work a little harder for it, right? Yeah, make them work for it. Don't just give it away. If they're moving on by the 3rd date because you're not having sex with them, they move on anyway. Right? Yes. Right. Okay, so I went on 9 dates in 9 weeks. My husband was date number 5. And people ask me, why'd you keep on going on other dates? Well, I just didn't know for sure, right? You're not going to know on the first date whether it's the right one. So date number 1, I'm rollerblading down the boardwalk, and I see this guy carrying a book, and I say, hey, what you reading? And he says, a law book. And I said, I ripped around, I was in my last year of law school, and so I struck up a conversation with him. Really nice guy, fun. I started going out with him, went on a couple dates with him, but I knew he wasn't right. And when I said to him, Joe, I really like you, but you're not my life mate. And he said, well, Laura, this ain't my first rodeo. But then I broke his heart, and I felt really Another way to find men, I told everybody I know to set me up. I had a client set me up with her brother. He was an asshole. I had another client set me up with her brother-in-law, and he was just a little bit too much of an idiot. And then I had one client, a coworker set me up with her son, and she really wanted that to work out. She and I were really good friends, and came up and he was tall and had a nice body, but he looked like Frankenstein. I couldn't do Frankenstein, sorry. And let's see, Matthew. How did I meet Van? Everyone want to know how I met my man?
Yeah.
Okay, so I met my man at a wedding 6 months before I started this adventure. And I was at the couple's house, they got married, and I said to them, what about that, I'm ready to get married, set me up. What about that cute guy, Matthew, at your wedding? And the husband said, well, he's available now. I said, great, I want to go out with him. The husband dialed the number, and I left a message. He handed me the phone. And I said, hi, this is Laura. We met at Frank and Frankie's wedding, remember me? Well, I just want to know if you'd like to go out sometime. And so he called me back, and we went on our first date. First date was fun. It cost him all of $5. We went to where'd we go? We went to the Marty Ducks game, and he had free tickets because he was working in the, doing the laser light show at the beginning, so I got to go up into the rafters. It was kind of like going on a field trip. But he was kind of scruffy, he didn't look like he did at the wedding, so I'd go out for a walk with my girlfriend who had set me up with her son, and I'd tell her about every date I went on. I don't know about this guy Matthew. He's a nice guy, but he was kind of scruffy on our first date. But he kept calling me. So what I want to say is, just because the first date isn't great, if you have good conversation, give it a try. Right? He keeps calling you. Remember, I'm the flower, he's the bee. He kept coming back, so I kept on giving him an opportunity. Right? A little opportunity. So by our fifth date, I hadn't kissed him or anything yet, and because that was one of my rules. I had 2 rules. Number 1, tell the truth. And the truth was, oh yes, I'm dating to get married. So I would tell them that. And I turned a lot off. They kind of ran away, and that was okay because they weren't right for me. The other thing was, don't have sex with them. Because once you have sex, then they have nothing to work for. Right? So, and that's where when you're going to have sex with them, make them work for it. What I did was I told him, I really, really like you, and it's not that I don't want to have sex with you, it's just that the next man I have sex with, I want to feel like you're my potential mate. And my feelings won't be hurt if you won't go out, you don't want to go out with me. So my advice to you ladies, if you want to find your man, number 1, get yourself ready. Number 2, know what you want and be flexible. Number 3, listen to what they say, but pay attention to what they do. Really important. And lastly, if they don't love their mother, run!